Ah, I've started streaming that you'll see. Rob Matt. Oh, well, stop right there, kids. Hey, kids, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Hey, David. Hey, Bassman. How you guys doing? Now, today we're finishing tidy ups on ah, new aircon. Most exciting. Yeah, I'm getting my overall unit sorted now. I I think you know the drill. I moved house 2 days before surgery. Then, of course, not able to do much as far as getting shit in order. Now I'm getting it not just in order, but clean, tidy, squared away. Yeah. Anyway, today we're finishing the tidy ups on the P-51. This I have mentioned. This we will now do. But first, caffeine. I'll just move that remote there. Maybe move that across a little. There we go. Now, let's move the camera around. Now, in we come. I'll move that back a bit. Oh, hey, Carlos, how you doing? Now. I'm mostly happy with this. Mostly. There's a bit of red we need to tidy up, rather. Now I'm just looking at. There's a couple of little spots here we need to square away. Mostly they're good. Little spots here by the wing. On the other side. Yes. Then we need to just do a bit of tidy up work back here. And all will be well. Yeah. Nice. All right. Let's have a look at this last night, just sort of like in passing. And I've got to say, it's come up pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with that. Give me a bit of a. Let's get it in there. Whoops, it's probably a bit too close. But yeah, now, while I'm here, I should probably. The bit of red there on the nose cone we should attend to. But you get the idea, that hit front area. And that, now, let's have a look at what else I might want to attend to. Yes. There's a couple of little spots of aluminium up here as well. Okay. So we're going to be doing a bit of that. Anything else I want to attend to? Not really. All right. So, what we're gonna do is, now that one's actually pretty solid on this side. I don't think I need necessarily. Hang on, let's have a look from this side. Yeah, I do. Just a touch. All right. Now, we'll get some. Actually, I'm going to turn this aircon off. I'm under my blankie because I'm not airbrushing. I don't mind having a electric blankie across my. Well, it's not a proper electric blanket, but it's a throw thing. You know, where you sort of, it is powered, but you throw it across your legs, and it's toasty as. And here we go. Jesus. Yeah. Now, we'll start with this side, I think. where I need to go, just put my tidy up under there. Which I'd be better off doing it from that angle, wouldn't I? Right, now from there, it's a very small amount. But yeah, I'll give a nicer, not quite. Don't mind me being a little, come here. Maybe I should get actually, even the jig won't help here. This is just a question of if I can get it between those two fingers. There we go. And get the trick will be to get, there we are. That's where it needs to go. And it's just a little area in there that needs to be filled out a bit. Now on this side, we more just join 2 points of red there and there. All right. And that's probably, there'll be 2 other bits of masking I'll attend to. Oh, hey Scott, how are you doing? Let us know if you want to come on at all. And that's the same for everybody. If you've got your camera and mic set up and want to come on and show what you're doing, do feel free. If you'd rather just stay nice and chill, do that. Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat. Now, give me a moment. I'll get that just right. Oh, it almost fell correctly for me. Come here. And a bit more. I see, said the blind man. Boom. There we go, kids. Yeah, that's exactly as it should be. Once all that's done, excellent. Now, I'm going to get a couple of small bits of tape just up the side here and there. And we're going to do a little bit of tidying up there. And then, good people, we're painting. Yes, we are. Diddly. Now. One. And bearing in mind that these are largely more for the purposes of guiding where we brush. It's not so much a well, you could always put the camera on then. I mean, hey, although do I wish other viewers to see this? No. Yes, I see the merits of your argument there, Scott. Yes. Now, Robster is extremely silly. Excuse me a moment. Now, we do this side pretty obviously. And then away we go. Oh, itch. Oh, no, bad timing. Looky that. All right. All righty. Just that easy. Now, actually, wait, there is a little more masking I should probably do along here just to define. This little line here a bit better. Likewise here. Yeah. All right. And again, I think I'm mooring. Actually, am I? Do I want to go this stuff or the clear? These are the questions. Rubbin. OnlyFans, yeah, nice, good one. I'm just trying. I'm getting images of X-rated scale model building, whatever the hell that would be. I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced. I wish to know. OnlyFans scale model. Yeah. Right to there. And there's just little bits that will tidy that up. Now I'm going to trim this down here, I reckon, because otherwise it's going to go right the way across. Anyway, I don't want, and I may as well. Let's use this side, I reckon. Oh. Oh, that's okay. We can do it that way. No, we can't. Not in my eyes. Let's just get that line. There we are. There we are. Over. Still are we? We are. On a almost irrelevant note to what we're doing. All right, now I'm good. I reckon I'm going to do the aluminium first. And the reason for that is because this line here, once I peel all the paint off, there's a little bit of red there I want to do. Now, the aluminium I need to do does not go near that. So I can just peel that paint off, and it's not going to slow us down. That is the theory. That is my theory, and what it is too. All right, let's do this. Hopefully this doesn't take too long to mix. The metallics generally don't seem to. I'm not quite sure why. Not entirely sure I care. As long as they mix. Well, you shouldn't be too lackadaisical about these things, I guess, at any given time, so I shan't be. Actually, I should. Need to be a little cautious with this arm. My left arm's still giving me heaps of jip. Don't know what the dealio is. Although, I'm pretty sure that, excuse me, it's kind of blurry. There we go. I'm pretty sure all of us who are over 50 can confirm that at a certain age, you don't really require a reason for your body to flip the bird at you. It'll just do it randomly. Happened to a mate of mine. He reckons he was bending over to scratch his cat, just like you were to scratch. There was a knock at the door, and he turned, and suddenly his back seized up. And there was no reason for it beyond that. And he reckons he's had to ring him the next day or ring up work and say, can't come in. Got a fucked back. How'd you do that? I don't know. And I've had that same experience, although I was actually much younger. I had to go to this really early start. And that was an even bigger pisser because I tried numerous ways to get hold of the actual admin, but couldn't. So what do you do? But I tried, and eventually I got hold of them. I'd say, look, and what it was that I'd been lying in bed. Alarm goes off. I did this big stretch, and I felt muscle in the back of my neck just go, and suddenly I could hardly move. It was just, what the fuck? This is the one I used yesterday. This is the one we will use today. Now, I can actually see a couple of things we can attend to once we've done this, and we will too. So yeah, mostly being tires. I think the wheel stems are completed. Maybe the cockpit, but there's stuff we can work on. That's probably enough. Waste not, want not. Now, I need a very light brush, but one with a bit of substance. Here we go. Here's our good friend Citadel. This will do the job for us nicely, I can swear. Or at least I would expect so. Citadel's a good brush. It's the only Citadel I've got, that's why I call it that. This is an example of the quality of the rest of their brushes. Yeah, they're good brushes. Now, just along here. That's the ticket. on here. Do a little bit on this. As in around the exhausts. Now there will be some touch-ups still to do after this, but when we do them, the time to do them, in my opinion, is as we go along. It'll be that easy, boys and girls. So yeah. Now let's just tidy this line. Then it's onto the red. Yeah. Almost there. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Next. And all that is about, hang on, making sure I've gone a bit onto some of the tape there, so it still looks a bit rugged, but making sure we've established that separate, nice straight line of the olive drab onto the aluminium. This we have now done. Let us clean the brush. Ooh. Up. Ow. Jesus. Well, that'll learn you to want to go get some milk, by golly. Jesus. That's dear oh dear, buddy. That's savage. Sorry to hear that. We'll read that as the case may be, but dear Lord. Nobody needs them apples. Well, I guess in many ways, that's where, with my hip, I've actually viewed that in its own weird little way as, okay, let me go back this horse up a little bit. As we get older, we all go through shit physically that is no fun at or medically that is no fun at parties. It's a gonna happen thing. Now, in my case, it was the hip. It was a clean and easy diagnosis. They fixed it up nice and easy. Boom, job done. And I'm feeling great. Other side of the equation, your tale of horror, and that's because that's savage, man. And equally, a friend of mine who his issue is his heart. Now, yes, you can do dietary things and all the rest of it. It's harder at our age. This I'm sure we can agree on. And The other side of the equation, no, I use the same brush. It, in my opinion, is the reality that that's your fucking heart, man. That's not doing shit. They can see you into the ground, and nobody wants that, you know. Any day above ground is a good day, and if your heart's not operating, it may not be such a good day as it could be. You know what I'm saying? So I think I've come off quite lightly. Oh, that's nice to know, Bassman. But yeah, it's not shit anyone needs. And yeah, I'm sure your wife would be more pleased if your back was, well, functional, shall we say. What you got there is a right fisting, buddy. That's nasty. And yeah, wow. So hey, here we go. Here we go. Clearly, as a number of us are old enough to be able to, I'm sure I'll get a lot of agreement from those of us of that sort of an age group. To any young people watching, look after your health. For God's sake, when you get to our age, you'll be grateful. You young whippersnappers. Messy there. Never mind, wipe that up. Now, we shall continue with our red. All right. Actually, I might want to get a smaller brush for this, now that I look at it. And very quickly, better. Come here, you. Better. Yeah. Now. What I'll do, I think, is I'll do everything that I plan to do with this brush now. I'll just get some tape off the table. Now, excuse me a moment, I think I might want to consider wiping. Yeah, could have potentially just gotten some red paint on my kit if I had not wiped all this shit off my hands. Here we go, that's better. All right, let's try that again. Through there. almost to the top of this side. And then it's the other side. Ba, 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 ba. All right, a bit more. Right. Up here. I was telling some friends that I remember I used to work as a news agent in terms of distributing papers to people's front yards and stuff at one stage. And I'm not talking about a paperboy sort of around as a kid. I'm talking about being in vans and covering big areas of town and and retail drops and shit like that. And anyway, it was after work one morning, and because of course you start real early and you finish quite early. And a few of us were talking. There was a couple of us who were at that stage. I'd have been late 30s, I guess. Excuse me. And there was a little tidy up there we'll need to do, but that's fine. And there's a couple there a couple of guys there who were into their into their 50s. Actually, they might even have been over 60. Anyway, point is, somehow the subject came up, and they said, "Now, what you got to realize, guys." I think it was because some of us had already, because of course in your 30s you start noticing things aren't quite the way they or late 30s, you start noticing things start pulling up a bit sore the way they shouldn't, perhaps. I started noticing that a lot of my old injuries started playing up and da-da-da. Anyway, they're saying, what you got to realize, guys, is the difference between 50 and 60 is significant. And after 60, it doesn't get better. And he was, so only now, sorry, I'm just going to move the camera a bit, that I can truly appreciate the veracity of their statement. They weren't just whistling Dixie, I'll tell you that much free of charge. Excuse me. Almost done. There we go. And all right. Now, just up here. There we go. Next on the agenda. Can I? Yes, I can. Clean this brush. Get a smaller brush out for a little bit of. Oh, actually, something I can possibly do on these ones is. All these are is. One. Whew. You see, I'm wondering if I can get away without having to use another brush and cleaning this one, so I only have to clean one brush, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, joke, that's fine. Here we go from this angle. And down we go. What's here? I should probably get my goggles out. Hang on a moment. Oh, they're over there. Fuck it. The hell, I'll do it. I'm feeling brave. I'm going normal vision. I'll tell you all you need to know about how shitful my eyesight is. Now, I'm probably going to need to be doing a wee bit of a tidy up here. But I'll worry about that later. It's not a biggie. And I can do it while we're doing other shit. There's just a little bit of aluminium there. I can probably go a little more heavily here. All right. But mostly, she's starting to look quite nice. Now, yeah, I will need the goggles, actually, if I'm going to do that with the... Oh, maybe not. Give you a zoom in once I get all this done, guys. What I might do in the meantime... Bit of better focus. Now... There. One. Now, do we need to? Yeah, probably just here. Between the guns. Yeah, how about on the other side? Yep. And then... There we go. And once I've gotten all this done, well, I'll clean the brush and then I might as well take the bits of tape off. We can have a bit of a goosey gander at where we're... And we can have a bit of, like I said, a bit of a look where we're at. That's Starting to look the goods, kids. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Indeed. All right. All right. Now, first we shall splotch. Get this out of the way while I clean. And then I'll give you a zoom in. Or no, then we'll unwrap, then I'll give you the zoom in. There we go. All right. All right. So, unwrap. As I said, there'll be a couple of really minor touch-ups still to be done, but they are not going to, we can do all of those sorts of things while we assemble. Do a bit, like, for example, you know, if you're putting together wheel stems, that's a really good time to get stuck into things. Now, only other bits of tape are these two. Off you come. All right. Mouthful of coffee. Show you something I've been checking out before. I'll get a piece of paper for the focus, and then I'll show you where we're at. And then we'll have a look at see. I can certainly go for a little while longer yet. What it is first. Here we go. This is our decal sheet. Now, because of the painting we've done, all of these, not relevant. These, not relevant. Those, not relevant. Those, not relevant. So we've actually really significantly reduced the amount of decaling we have to do. And I can only view this as a good thing. Something I thought I'd share with you. Now, might as well go with the 4 views routine. So yeah, here's our upper view. And it's looking pretty tight now. The bit I'm not so happy with, look, you can even see it from here. It's just a bit of a tidy up there. That's all. Now the undercarriage. Is generally pretty sweet, reed and petite. There's a couple of little bits of yellow there that are a bit knocked around. Now, I'm not going to correct that, and I'll tell you why. And here we go. Yep, just a couple of other bits to check out. So yeah, and as you've seen before, we've got our filter all nicely weathered, and our yep, Now, the reason I'm not going to attend to this yellow, and indeed various other imperfections in the overall thing, like, for example, you'll see more sort of here, there's little bings and stuff that happen as you just move around with the kit and handle it. I'm going to leave them there. And the reason for that is weathering. It supplies me with weathering without actually having done anything. Here's a side view. And again, just a little touch of olive drab there. Maybe a little tidy up on the yellow there. Then just consolidate perhaps a bit more. And the other side. Boom. And same deal with the yellow there perhaps, although you never know. Anyway. So that's where we're at with that. Pretty happy with it for the most part. And the tidy ups we have to do are pretty small. And like I said, that's why we can just do them along the way. So we can actually regard this as we can now progress. So tomorrow, well, we have options. Now, next, peeps. I have not finished the wheel stems. What I have done, I can see, is the aluminium parts. Well, that'll save me a bit of time on both the wheel stems and the rear wheel, and indeed, I would say, indeed, the wheel hubs. Good. Now, what that means is that we can get our shit together and okay, so these are going to require Kark black. Now on this one we're going to be using a bit of bronze, maybe some oily steel and some dark grey, I would suggest. Well, the wheel stems there, and now while I've only got one here, let's find the other one. Hopefully it hasn't dropped off somewhere. Hopefully it's just on another piece of sprue, which is entirely probable. If not, I know where it would be. Well, I expect it would be in the blue box. Give me a moment. I see, said the blind man. Yeah, I'm going to have a look in. Aha! And I was correct. Come here. And still on sprue. That's handy. All right, sorry, I was just having a bit of a look into. I'm going to sort this box out. There's a whole stack of stuff in here that I'm not even sure is even vaguely relevant anymore. Rubbing. Anyway. Next. So where did I put that? Nice one, big boy. Oh, here it is. Pop that over there for the time being. Now, acrylics is what we are after here. Where the hell are my acrylics? Oh, does this mean I'm going to have to get out of my chair? Probably. Yeah, it does. That sucks. Or will I? I might have a cunning plan. Particularly given that it's a bit of an awky spot. Give me a moment. No, can't see my back scratcher. I was going to try and get hold of it before we got back scratcher and drag it across. No. All right, I'm going to have to get out of my chair. Grumble, grumble, grumble. All right, let's do it. Up. Coming around here. That what it is that I pushed my whatchamacallits, lacquers to one point without realizing the acrylics were behind them. So of course they pushed them through to another part of the table that I would not ordinarily have to reach to. This is what we bald men call fucking inconvenient. Now, if you wonder where I get the we bald men, I actually get it from the actual line is what we scientists, and it's from. Actually, I'll give you the full line, and you have from the time I deliver the line to when I return to the seat to see if you can identify where I get the line from. The line is, well, let me be frank with you, I haven't been absolutely honest. You see, a mosquito is what we scientists call very, very small. That's the line. There is a ensuing line that I'll share with you in due course. Oh, hey, Big Racer, how are you doing? All right, I am back at my... Oh, dear, oh dear. Zip. I'm back at my chair where the line we scientists / we bald men comes from is from The Meaning of Life by Monty Python. And it's the scene where they talk about the cool command of the officer class separated the British. And this is absolute massacre going on outside with the Zulus going to town on the enlisted men. And then it cuts to inside the officer's tent, and there's Cleese calmly shaving. And eventually the big issue is that one of the officers has lost a leg. And this is viewed as far more important than however many dead soldiers. And sorry, I'm just looking for one particular color. It's probably in the other one. Anyway, when they go get the medic to explain to him, or to have a look at it, he looks at his, yes, I see, you've lost a leg. Probably taken by a mosquito. Well, I wouldn't worry about it. And then the guy with that leg says, so it'll just sort of grow back, will it? And that's very, look, let me be frank with you. It's gold, so not there. Where is, hang on a moment, guys. Anyway, That's where he goes, look, let me be frank with you. A mosquito is what we scientists call very, very small. I think what we're looking for is a multicellular animal with large teeth, possibly a tiger, and then the entire scene stops, like right the way to the battle, because all the officers go, "A tiger in Africa?" And then shuts the closes outside, but the Zulus are still going for gold against the enlisted men, and they all stop, and as one go, "A tiger in Africa?" And then return to hammering each other. Where is my bronze? That's the color I'm looking for. Rubbin. I can't see it oot in the boot. So that's a bit of a poser. Can I use another color in its stead? I prefer not. Aha! Bam! Right. Well, that's where it's all from. And at the end of the day, they get this posse together and they do indeed track down a tiger, but it's two men dressed as the tiger. I'm trying to remember if they actually have his leg. It's a whole other story, but yes, there we go. A tiger in Africa? Now, first port of call on... Hang on. I need to get these if we're going to do this. Boom. And pop the microphone. Ooh, sounds a bit saucy. Now, something to use as a something to put the paint on. Oh, here we go. Boom. Now, what I'll also do. Now. Right, now. Right, now here's our wheel stem, and you can see that I've done the aluminium. What I'm going to do, those little bit struts out there, going to do oily steel, and the linchpin is going to be bronze. In there, it's going to be dark grey. We'll do that on both those stems, and the first port of call will be the oily steel, because that'll dry, and then we can do our linchpins. Because we'll do, after we've done that, we'll do the dark grey for the suspension. That's the plan. We'll find, I'll have a quick look at and show. I would expect we have something similar we can utilize. Yeah, there's a little bit there of a similar vein we can do with this. And then after that, I guess it's the Kark Black for the wheels, but I might leave that for later. Or do I want to do all of that? We could finish all that. Actually, here's a plan. Yeah, I'm liking this. What we're going to do over the ensuing today and possibly tomorrow, all the hand painting on the P-51 is going to be done. Boom, done. Then we're hitting the 109 in the same vein. All painting, done. And then it's just the easy shit, guys, i.e. assembly. That's my plan. Now, And our first protocol will just be get these wheel stems and this rear wheel done. Then I'll wind up the string. There's a plan of attack, boys and girls. And others. Now, we'll start with our oily steel. Once I've got them done, of course, I'll give you a zoom in. Now, that's right, I was running out of this, wasn't I? Hope you've got enough. I don't need luck, come on. Don't lie to me. Yeah. But I do need to get some more of this. It's a bit of a go-to. We'll go for a nice thin brush. That will do us. And all right, here we go. Hang on a moment. So go across here. Now let me just have a quick gander. Yep, okay. That's the way. Now, there we go. Now this side. Whew. There we go. Nice. All right. One. As I said, I'll give you a zoom in once I've give me a moment. I'll give him a move. Maybe that. What else have I got in the background there? Hopefully that will give us a better chance of getting a bit of focus here. Now, almost done. There we go. Into there. Whew. Round to here. Wow, almost done. Round this side. All right, that's that colour done. Rinse and clean the brush. Then it's dark grey, which will be quicker. And then it's just the linchpins. It'll be very quick. Give me a moment, I'll give you a quick zoom in on where we're at, and then you can see. Now, so what we've got happening here, we've gotten the aluminium, we've got our oily steel. Now, in that little gap there is our spring, so we're going to do that dark grey. And you'll see there's little bolts there. We're going to do them bronze to highlight more than anything else. But that's our linchpin. We're going to start, however, with our dark grey. And then, oh, wait a minute, did I miss something here in the oily steel caper? Yeah, give me a moment. Should have done this on the back wheel. So, yeah, it's a slightly different setup on the rear wheel, which is not surprising. It's in a different position after all. There we go. All right, clean brush. All right, dark grey. Go with this one, I reckon. Get a bit more of a shape. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, nice. All righty. There we go. That's simple. One. Once I've got these done, I'll wait till I've got the bronze on as well before I do the zoom in. There we go. Here. Jesus, that was a bit less than ideal. There we go. Right, finally, I'll clean. I'll probably use, in fact, I will use the same brush for the bronze, because this won't take long at all. And then that's us done for the day. I'm pretty happy with the overall progress. Got a very busy day today, actually. Now, I've got physio. Well, I want to go to this, do swimming, but I don't know how my arm's going to, well, my arm will deal, so I may have to settle for other work in the pool. Got to go to town. Got to do all sorts of things I do. Now, boom. There we are. It's a small detail, and you're going to be going, I'm not entirely sure I see that. But I know it's there, and that's all I care. Now we'll just look. Yeah. There, a bit more. There, a bit more. There we go. Oh, there's another one, right? Right. Finally. One, two, three. All right. Now, I'll just clean the brush, and then I'll give you a zoom in on the wheel stems, which are now completed. And as I said, tomorrow we're going to come back and we're going to complete, hopefully, all the painting on the P-51. The weather tomorrow here is supposed to be, in a word, shitful. So what I want to do is get myself in a position where I do not have to go out, and the other added advantage will be that it means that I'll be able to stick around till all the painting on this is completed. There's not really that much to do, I don't think. That's what I always say, and it takes fucking hours. But tomorrow we shall find out. And I will have hopefully a goodly amount of time to spend anyway. Forgot to zoom in. Oy, dearie me, Rob. What are you doing, boy? Now, here's our wheel stem. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, you can see how we've got the aluminium, our linchpins highlighted, our rubber or spring for the suspension. Yeah. There's the rear wheel. Now, bearing in mind that still needs to have the tyre painted, but yeah, same sort of a drill. But of course, it doesn't really have the a lot of the stuff doesn't really have linchpins. that are so as visible. So yeah, but there we go. And might as well show you the other one just for good measure. That's going to be upside down, I think, but ultimately you get the drill. And for those who arrived late, we've also got our we'll zoom out a bit for this. Yeah, the P-51 is now starting to come along and start looking really quite nice now. Yeah. All right. And that is me done for today. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. First time viewers, it is looking good, thanks, David. I'm pretty pleased with that. Like I said, now it's more small stuff we need to paint, a lot of which is actually already painted anyway, but we can just tidy up the last bits, get the canopy done, get anything else, get those wheels done, anything else that needs to be painted, we paint. Get it all done, set and ready to rock and or roll. And then we do the same with the BF109A, I reckon. And so we go. And then we'll get on to the Boss Mustang again. So we're coming along, kids. And the first thing with protocol on the Boss Mustang will be those stripes. You want to get that hull looking swish. All right. All right. Well, as I said, that's me done. Now, first time viewers, hit follow, like, or subscribe. Did I mention that? Probably. Other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And again, we come to follow, like, or subscribe. Now, well, yeah, that pretty much covers it all. I'll be back tomorrow. As I said, I expect I'll be around for a bit. If heaven forfend I'm actually correct and there's not that much to do on the my pleasure, David. Not that much to do on the P-51D. We'll see what else we can get onto. There's plenty of options amongst the kits we have. All right. All right. Batsman. All right. I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, all I can really say, hey Doc, how you doing? I guess I have to say bye, Doc, now, but never mind. But yeah, so I'll be back on tomorrow at a similar kit time and the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you guys then. See yous.